Hello, Offworlders. Welcome again. This is part 2 of the stream today. I just finished having lunch. I neglected to check the stream, but okay, that's never mind. Anyways, okay. So this is part 2 of joining the House Atreides. Whoops. Let's, now that I think we join. We are officially, where did I see that at? Shit, where did I see that at? Ah, yes. Okay. It looks like we are rank 2. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what rank 2 unlocks. Does it unlock anything? No. Nothing. So I guess we have to continue before we can unlock the set. Or do we have to go buy it? There's a... I always forget to get more gas. And I have a bunch of shit that I've got to put up. Going back in development. They go to this recycling thing. Leap? No. Holzman? No. Dune heavy boots? No. Another leap belt? No. Yeah, that's mine. Okay. All right. Okay. That's not trash. Ooh, Liter John. That's right. Take all of this. You know what we need? Bigger storage. Well, not in storage, but inventory. I need to bank this. Wow, 200,000, 206,000. Wow. I'm gonna just craft a new one. No. I know. Give it to Papa. There we go. Well, what do we get with Atreides rank 2? I don't... We also have to do the Trials of Aquil. Get that shit going. Got the MK5, right? Yep. Let's replenish the water. Make sure that I'm... Ooh. Deposit blood. Okay. This is an MK1. This is also an MK2. It holds 17. So what does the newest one? $2,000 and it's 2. Okay. Let me go craft it. I've got an MK4 as well. Yes. And yeah. You know, I am not gonna make that. Come on. Ugh. Where is... the Chris knife. I want to get rid of it. I'm going to get it out of my inventory. Maybe I have to craft it here. No. Yeah, unfixed Chris knife. I need 1 fiber. Oh, are you serious? All right, so I'll do that. Jeez. All right. Okay. What's my next mission? Should I do the trials? Climb the ranks. I think I'm gonna climb the ranks. Then all these, whatever. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Reach a settlement. And should be able to head up straight north. Right here. So this is the first time doing this, so comes the shield wall. And what's going on with that? It's it's like a fucking oh, Funcom. The overhead map is the way in which players move between areas on Arrakis. Visually, it is a representation of the entire northern hemisphere of Arrakis. It is a multiplayer map where players can see other players moving around. Next. Movement on the overland map costs fuel. Time on the overland map costs water. Oh, shit. Yep. Wow, okay. So I just stay here? This is just awkward. Okay, okay. How do I... Arco Village, Arrakis, Deep Desert. Track location. Okay, so where the fuck am I? And where the hell is Arrakis? There's Arrakis. And I guess you can't get there through a buggy. No, it has to be. It has to be this, huh? So you want to travel to Arrakis if your ornithopter will remain in the airfield until you leave. All right. Going to Arrakis. Cool. Second depot. Take my helmet off for all this.
Welcome to O'Gary's. If you need it, we got it. And if we don't got it, we'll get it. War zones. Find the hottest sectors and learn the lay of the land. Monitor the community for sector chatter. The locals will let you know where to look way before you stumble onto it yourself. It's like asking a fisherman for directions to his secret spot. He'll never tell you, and you shouldn't believe him if he did. Well, few have tried. My youngest, Sally, and her brother Coda make sure it doesn't happen twice. That's where the salvage is. But at this point, it's more like they take me. We got Sally and Coda on perimeter. That Sally has a nose for finding fresh wrecks. I'd swear she shoots them down herself. Coda will gut you if you look at him wrong, so it's best not to look at him. Then you got Bree, Phaedra, and Finn Jr. handling general salvage. Junior's a laser ace on the cut array, but Phaedra will give the Kirov a run for their money at stripping wrecks. She takes after her mother in that way. Then there's me and the old lady. I oversee the whole operation, and she flies us there. My family's been in opportunistic acquisitions for 5 generations now, going all the way back to Hegel. Oh, there's no place like it. Until you've seen the blue sun rise above the white grasses of the Iophic Veldt, you haven't lived. They don't call it the Jewel Planet for nothing. Let's just say the skills required for expert battlefield salvage are somewhat transferable to other pursuits. Now, that depends on your definition of shady. We never took anything from anyone who hadn't been dead.
Hello. Yes, welcome. Thanks for coming back.
We prefer to say we were in the business of opportunistic acquisitions.
I decided to travel to Arrakis for the first time. So I'm exploring this area for the time being.
You know how it is. Hegel's an ancient core world. Too many mice chasing the same crumb of cheese. By comparison, Arrakis is a land of milk and honey. Yeah, I know. It's hot and there's all the sand, but it is what you make of it. Tidgy and I are from a different generation. Hegel wasn't working out, but did we sit around pissing and moaning about it? No, sir. We pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps and lit out for greener pastures. Right. If we can't get it, it can't be got. Not a boast if it's true. Then it's just me sharing pertinent information. Idiot.
Yeah.
Fine. Our standard recovery agreement stipulates 50% up front. Let me know when you get that $500,000 together. That's why we're here, friend. You know they make a Communinet program about the O'Gary family and our weekly adventures. Well, how else are we going to fill our shelves? There's no kind of manufacturer you can order fresh scrap from. Trust me, I've looked. It's basically got to fall out of the sky first. And luckily, it does fall out of the sky. Practically every day. Bless every noble in their beautiful wars.
Yeah. It seems like the game is very much divided or divisive against PvP and PvE. And I just ugh.
Right.
Basic light set. Oh, why is Harkonnen stuff here? Okay, so I need to be... rank 5. Alright, okay.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? As always, the war is a blessing and a curse. A blessing because all the fighting provides my family with fodder to salvage. But also a curse because so many dead.
That's not my
Gone
swatch.
before their time, and all because of a noble squabble. You'd be surprised. Turns out Arrakis has quite a few buried secrets of its own. Of course, you've heard tale of the old testing stations. I know there's a good few nearby that are already popped open, but that's nothing compared to what's out there in the deep desert. Finn's got a secret map. You can ask him about it, if you dare. I thought we had a chance when that pretty young Atreides daughter was going to wed the Harkonnen boy.
What?
Of course, the Harkonnen boy was a perfect beast and beheaded a bunch of slaves in her name. Oh, yeah. I heard it live on the Communinet. It was a disaster. As if any poor girl would like a gift of severed heads. Imagine, had he just bought the girl a fire opal, we might have avoided years of war. Excellent. Oh, you know, we're always coming across one weird thing or another in the Badlands. Just the other week, my youngest Sally tracked a resupply shuttle from Karana 3. Guess it wandered off the safe descent corridor and took a missile head in the business end. Excellent.
Let's see what she's got. It's the same shit, just without the Harkonnen stuff. Alright, well. Let's do some exploring. My first time here. Hey.
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there for a price.
Nah.
All right, suit yourself.
Hey there. What do you need?
I need to go faster.
You trying to catch something or avoid getting caught? Frost speed is what you're after. There are a bunch of engine mods that'll juice top speed and acceleration. But engine mods are only part of the story. If you want to be faster than the next guy, what you need is something extra after you reach top speed. Boost modules give you a significant short-term speed boost at the press of a button. So the next time you're racing to the next hot salvage, you've got some extra zip when redlining it isn't quite enough. If range is what you're after, nothing's going to beat an ornithopter, but you already knew that. What you're going to need to do to maximize your range is to find the perfect balance between fuel capacity, consumption, and storage. We're not talking about a gunship. You're not going to want to weigh yourself down with heavy weapon pods. What's it to you? Yeah, technical manuals mostly. I got them dating back to the 8000s. It's kind of a hobby. Other than that, there's a few moldy old tomes my father kept around before he croaked. Just your bog standard restricted list stuff he kept around for thrills. My father loved to get deep into a Samuda haze and pontificate about the legitimacy of Imperial authority. Yeah, I've been meaning to get rid of it. Guess I just keep it around because it reminds me of the one thing I liked about my father.
I wonder if they'll mention something about our present day. Okay, let's see. Knight Rider Sandbike boost, $16,000. Oh. Military power regulator. Jesus, 35 hydraulic piston. This is the stuff that I need for the assault. I wouldn't mind that armor. It's cool looking armor. Why does the soldier look like that? It's just weird. That one doesn't look... That one doesn't look like that. What's going on there? Lady Featherington. Is this the bank? Chome Exchange. Okay. Here we go. Someone sold by what? Wait, what? 75,000? Who the fuck would buy this stuff? Oh, this is light. Okay. 104. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's look at the heavy armor. 200 bucks. 11,000. At least fix it before you sell it, guys. Come on. Okay. About a still suit. Social. MK5 for... God. So you can't craft the stuff and sell it? You... Because this isn't... I don't know what that symbol means. In fact, I don't even know what those symbols mean. I've been playing this game for so long, I still don't even know what this shit means. Trump taxes. Where's it? Where'd you see the taxes? All right, let's look at something else. It's a Dune Watcher. 100,000 credits. Interesting. Preview. I could sell my shit here for 5,000. I wonder if someone would buy my shit. course, you would need all those, so I need to find out. That's that tariff of taxes. That's what you're talking about. $80,000.
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
And store some items. Interesting.
How much Solaris would you like to deposit?
Let's deposit 5,000. Jeez. Just fuck it. It's not much. I like that outfit. Interesting outfit. Central Plaza. Why can't I move my cursor? Let's go left. Oh, that's south. Yeah, this is right.
Yeah, what's your pleasure? You looking to stab, perforate, or vaporize? Tactical or fanatical? We have the tools to suit your every murder need, my friend.
This place is gorgeous.
The Padishah Emperor is his proper address, I'll thank you. Or His Imperial Excellency, in the improbable event he was to grace you with his presence somehow. But in answer to your question, the portrait of the Emperor is both an icon and a metaphor. It reminds us that while the Emperor cannot be in all places beneath his gazer is. And why not? The enemies of the Imperium are legion. They gather in the shadows to plot the downfall of all that is right and good. Only the Emperor and his god-benighted Sardaukar Legion stand in opposition. The Fremen savage dared to challenge the might of the Imperium, and look what happened to them. You looking to kill something up close or from afar? You're looking for a long gun then? Don't worry, got you covered. Of course it depends on the distance you want to keep. If you're dealing with a basic room clearing situation with multiple targets, the GRDA-44, that's gonna be your best friend. It's a high spread scattergun that'll turn a room of soft targets into a sticky pink mist. With the 44, you're guaranteed to be the last heart beating in the room. But if we're talking run and gunning in the Badlands, you're going to want to maximise range and firepower. For that, Chome has us covered once again with the Raptor 4 main battle rifle. Everyone knows the Raptor 3 as the long gun that put down the Akazi revolt, but Chome engineers have redesigned the platform from stock to muzzle. And now, the Raptor 4 is the absolute pinnacle of accuracy, durability, and kill power. But don't take my word for it. Ask the Fremen. Oh wait, you can't, because they're all dead. But if they weren't, they tell you the Raptor 4 was battle tested right here on Arrakis. So, if it's good enough for the Sardaukar, it's sure as hell good enough for you.
Good God.
Are you looking for a general combat blade or something smaller that fits between the shoulder blades? Looking for a sword then? I know hand-forged artisanal blades are all the rage these days. I've seen those duraluminum tantos coming back from Kitane, but are you going to trust a fancy blade like that in a knockdown drag-out? When I'm betting my life on the result of a sword fight, I'm making damn sure the cutlery I'm hefting is battle-tested. And for my money, there is no better standard combat blade than the Chone Regency pattern side sword.
Regency pattern side sword. Okay, okay, okay. Eaton rifle. It's a non-scoped spit dart. Developed with increased magazine accuracy and fires poison-coated darts. So... Wait, come on. I'd like to see the stats before I frickin' buy it. If I could. Whatever. Okay. Standard. She doesn't sell the things that she said that she sold. Whatever. What's next down here? We go there. What's this?
101.9 FM.
Landsrad. Alright. I won't touch this. Looks like you can buy stuff.
I only trade with those who have the favor of the Landsrad by decree.
Okay, whatever. The Warrens. Here. Ooh.
Greetings. May the tyrant worm bless you. May your fluids honor him. May we all be drained of doubts and the poisons of a sick society.
Excuse me. Duncan. Where's Duncan? Bila Kaifa. Ooh. Progress with the main story. Ah. Trastin. Okay, I guess it can't go through there. What's up, Anek? What happened? What? See, I can't. What a water seller, spice merchant, representative. Okay, so I can use my cursor, but I can't use my controller cursor. That's messed up. Imperial Consulate, base vendor. Spice. Okay. Let's go to that bar. Salosan Bowl. Cantina?
Oi, what's your poison? You want to know about the upper level or lower? Oh, this is my level, where regular lads come to tip their elbows among kindred spirits. We make no pretenses down here on the lower level.
Caladan boots. All right. Can't even see myself.
Who are you? Promise? Very promising. Your deduction that I can offer this training is accurate. I compute your mind is ready for the rigors of my craft.
I'm giggling because I know who this voice actor is. Very famous. Well, I mean, yeah, he's pretty famous. What's his name? Looking it up. If you're into horror films, he is the main actor on a movie called Reanimator. But I know him. His name is Jeffrey Combs. But I know him from Star Trek as what is this? Rock? He is, come on, I know. Shran, Commander Shran. He played an Andorian character on Star Trek Enterprise. But he's done a whole lot of other stuff. Jeffrey Combs.
A time comes when the Proto-Mentat must learn what is being done. It may no longer be done to them. That time is now. The Mentat has to share in the choice of whether to continue or abandon the training. Only the potential Mentat can know. Take a moment. I require assistance. I was cast out by those whom I served. I was cast out by everyone. No, the past is irrelevant. The present is the thing. Pathways to the future are the thing. I bide my time in these streets and back alleys. The criminal underworld is a series of equations, like anything else. Applying my superior mentat skills serves me well in this place. My syndicate grows, however. A rival, the Mobula gang, is causing problems. It's contaminating my equations. Find members of the Mobula gang. Extract useful data. Cause them calamity in the proper proportions. A mentat learns that every human is a series of relationships. Find out their connections. Remember, information is as important as injury. Once you know all the figures in someone's equation, you can solve them.
You sure as hell doesn't sound like a mentat to me. Mentats don't stutter. What else is cool in here?
Hello. May I help? I am the assistant manager of the Salusan Bull. As such, I have many duties, but I mostly handle security operation and perform also as the wine steward. Not such a strange story. Boy grows up in a vineyard, boy got to fight in off-world wars, and finally boy follows his liege to a desert hell world. A tale as old as time, eh? See. I served the Duke in the liberation of Ix and the raid on Gidi Prime before my time in the Arrakis campaign.
Raid on Gidi Prime? Wow. Tell me about that.
The War Master, Gunny Halleck, he led us on a raid against the Baron's secret off-book spice hoard. That one hurt the Baron where it hurt the most. The bottom line. And we all know how extensive the Baron's bottom line is, eh? But the best part was that the Baron could not go crying to the Emperor because his spice hoard was illegal. I don't like to speak about Ix, but I will. For Enzo, my brother. We lose him at the retaking of the Grand Palais. There were two elements in our assault. Gurney Halleck, myself, and the Ixian prince in exile commandeered a suspenser barge and attacked the Grand Palais from above. Meanwhile, Swordmaster Idaho, he led the bulk of the Atreides forces in the main assault on the Palais front gates. Young Enzo was his official messenger boy, and wore the proper tabard to identify him as such, eh? The messengers are unarmed. The messenger tabard is meant to identify and protect its wearer from interference on the battlefield, huh? The forms of Canley are clear on this. But the forms were not obeyed that day. Standing in their way was Commander Kando Garon and an understrength company of Imperial Sartukar. The Bennett Lilacs who were in disarray. Their authority collapsed entirely.
Is he French? He sounds Italian to me.
The Sardaukar were outnumbered and had no
Is
reason
that French?
to stay in the fight. Whatever intrigue the Emperor was involved with on Ix had surely been disrupted, if not foiled utterly. But the Sardaukar do not surrender. Nor do they, it turns out, honor the forms of Khanli when they are losing. By all account, Enzo was caught by a dying Sardaukar and had his head dashed apart against the ground. I got the taste for killing Sardaukar that day. An appetite I will never satisfy.
Wow.
I'm afraid operational security prevent me from discussing any aspect of the War of Assassin. I do. Of course I do. Marlito Atreides does not seek his vassals' love, only their loyalty and respect. And that might be why he is so loved. He cares more about doing the right thing than pleasing anyone. The Emperor included.
Hello? Are you the server? I would like to change my order. Would you be a dear and see if you could change my beverage order from spiced coffee to tea? Oh, you're back.
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed. Wait, I can't hear you at all. Allow me to engage my enhanced hearing. Only thing the bloody Tlilaxu are good for. There. Now, tell me again. Are you from the planetologist office? My grandson Cyprian is the Imperial planetologist here. Of course I am. The boy made planetologist at 25. Cyprian is bound for great things. Cyprian's great-uncle Shaddam thinks very highly of his young nephew. Who else, you silly fool? Are you from the planetologist office? Wait, I can't hear you at all. Allow me to engage my enhanced hearing.
Okay.
Only thing the bloody Tlilaxu are good for. There. Now, tell me again. Are you from the planetologist office? My grandson Cyprian is the Imperial planetologist here. Certainly he is knowledgeable. Young Cyprian was courted by all the best institutions. I don't know anything about that. Certainly our financial endowments were sizable enough to ensure all the best degrees. What expertise do you speak of? Cyprian has the expertise to surround himself with subordinates who can do whatever needs to be done. It's what subordinates are for. How so? It seems perfectly right to me. Cyprian was bred from birth to lead. Why should he be hampered by trivialities such as a lack of expertise? He is the Imperial planetologist here on Arrakis. Are you from his office? I must know if he has made time for his correspondence. His love letters, you fool. We've been over this before.
No, we haven't.
We worked very hard to write exceptional romantic prose. He better not muck it up. Between the three of us, we have nearly 600 years of experience in the art of wooing. Does it please you to know that my systems are all in perfect working order?
Your system.
Perfect working order. The Bene Talaxu do spectacular work. You might even say I've been upgraded. Business before pleasure. Has Cyprian signed his damn letters?
Okay.
What? I see no cup in your hand, so why are you in my presence? Are you dumb as well as deaf? Go find my tea before you taste the back of my hand.
Ooh.
How dare you ask me a question? The audacity! On my world, you would have your tongue clipped for such insolence. Avert your gaze. Has no one trained you to behave in the company of your betters? Be gone from sight.
Good God. I'm only assuming that's going to be part of some quests.
Why is this person speaking with us? Portafoy, would you remove them from my sight? Wait. Portafoy, disregard last order. We must not physically harm the peasants. I can already hear grandmother's lecture in my head. Oof. It appears that now that I am Imperial Planetologist, it is unseemly to harm the paws, even just for fun. Very well, what do you want? Oh, nothing dramatic. You might have broken an arm or a collarbone. Perhaps a few errant teeth might have been deposited in the gutter. Yeah. Just a bit of light sport, you know. Usually I wake up, have some tea, and stand by as Portafoy ejects whatever riffraff I dragged into bed from the night before. Bless you for that, Portafoy. Of course, that's what you meant. But neither my sexual proclivities nor my professional requirements are any of your business. Why are you harassing me? Portafoy, prepare for action.
Sounds like a bunch of Harkonnens that are in the Atreides house. This doesn't sound like Atreides people at all.
Very well, what do you want? Have you? And yet somehow you still possess your fingers and toes. Well, Grandmama must be getting soft in her 2nd century. What did Grandmother want, pray tell? AMD Atreides. How I am sick of that name, as if a match was ever possible. For one, she dresses like an ugly boy. Desert khaki was never in. And 2, my grandmother knows well the direction which my tastes lie. And it is not towards mousy Bene Gesserits or anyone else that smells like books. My credentials? My birthright is the only credential I need, Paul. I am grandnephew to the Padishah Emperor Shaddam Corrino IV. I could have Portafoy kill you right here in the open, and nothing would be done about it. Well, that's not completely true. Someone would have to clean you up. No, I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. Did Fenric put you up to this? Damn it, he knows I claim no authority here.
Fenring is here?
Very well, what do you want? Oh, that's a story. He was my kidnapper. He and his gang of Opichan thugs stalked and took me from my room at the academy. I was but a tadpole at 8 years old. I simply identified Portafoy as the dominant of his species and negotiated with him to betray the rest of his motley crew and take me home. He's been with me ever since. What a delightful topic of conversation. Perhaps you are worthy of dallying in my presence. At least for a little longer. I am Cyprian Io, Imperial Planetologist, as appointed by our Padishah Emperor. I have, after years of hardship, risen to my rightful station. Yes, I am quite the prodigy. I joined the Academy on Kaitane after my father made it clear that he would tolerate my ways no longer. At the Academy, I found the study of planetology rather simple. I barely studied, and yet I passed every exam, sometimes without even showing up. And my brilliance as a scholar was rewarded with this posting. Imperial Planetologist of Arrakis. My orders signed by the Emperor himself.
Okay.
A good evening to you.
Ambrose Lucifera.
Isn't it? Oh yes, well, while I do steer the wheel of many massive business ventures, my true skill and calling is in carousing.
Okay. What is we spent way too much time over there. Spice merchant. So you can buy and sell spice here?
You're not from around here. But then again, who among us really is? We all come to Arrakis for the same reason, though. Spice. Have you come for the spice? No one knows everything about Melange. Well, except for the Equan Bedouin, maybe. But they're gone now. After 30+ years running ornithopter support for deep desert harvesters, I know a thing or two. B Squadron, 1st Fleet, 3rd Deep Desert Fleet. They called us the Habanaya Hotheads. Our job was to fly high, search for worm sign, and give the command deck heads up before the Old Man arrived. The Old Man of the Desert, aka the Maker, aka the Great Sandworm. You know, the 500-meter-long behemoths that haunt the sands of Arrakis and devour everything they come across. Danger don't cover it. If the worms don't get you, the sandstorms will. And if the sandstorms don't get you, the heat surely will. The deep desert is no place for amateurs. I'm retired now. Seemed like a good time to get out after Windsack. That's when everything got a little too political for my tastes. The Spice Miners Guild should be above politics. We serve the Imperium. Our only loyalty should be to the spice flow itself. But like everything else, this war has a way of dividing loyalties, making people take sides. I know someone's got to win in the end. I guess the guild is just a little divided over who that should be. The smugglers, easy. You know the old saying, the spice must flow. Anytime there's even a slight hiccup in the spice flow, the Spacing Guild melts down. They'll do anything to guarantee their supply of melange. Sometimes that means going around Chum and finding an off-book vendor. That's where the smugglers come in. They love this war. Chaos is their oxygen. It was time for a change, I suppose. Did a little horse trading and got myself an ornithopter. Now I run Dune Riders, a charter service offering ornithopter excursions to the deep deserts. I'm expensive, but I'm also the only charter service that guarantees worm sign. You pay the ticket, I'll show you the biggest you ever seen. I'll show you 14.5 million tons of mouth and teeth that'll swallow a 6-deck factory harvester like a sandstorm swallows a fart. My friend, we will gaze into the eye of the Leviathan and see if that bastard don't look back. What do you want to know?
Where do you find the spice?
I like you, Offworlder. And I'll tell you anything and everything you want to know about spice hunting. On that subject, I've forgotten more than most will ever know. But indulge an old Dune man first, if you would. An air of mystery surrounds you, Offworlder. It clings to you like a shroud. And the old snoop in me can't help but wonder how it is that you came to Arrakis. Your outlaw friend was right. Your continued survival does indeed herald interesting times. Now, do you wish to know about spice hunting? You can find spice almost anywhere on Arrakis. But the largest and richest spice fields are found in the deep deserts, far beyond the Imperial sphere. Take care before traveling beyond the shield wall. Even without the Fremen, there are many dangers that would destroy the unprepared spice hunter. Now, do you wish to know about spice hunting? In the guild, we had mobile ground units dedicated to the job. They would range ahead of the factory harvester and extend probes to scrape deep sand samples. When they encountered a buried spice vein or pre-spice mass, they measured the find, mapped it, and called in the mothership. It's an organic mass that forms when small amounts of water mix with the excretions of baby sandworms. The combination is highly combustive and builds pressure until it reaches critical mass. And then, boom. The subterranean mass explodes with incredible force, sending geysers of spice hundreds of meters into the air.
Oh, that's all you sell. Okay. What else?
Sook! My friend, you buy some water.
No.
Are you kidding me? Am I wearing a red hat? Do I look like an Imperial translator to you? It means water in the old words. Exactly whose old words I cannot say. Now buy something or piss off. Who am I? Who are you? Do you work for the sheriff or something? Why are you asking questions? If you a title, an honorific, it means I am a brother in good standing with the United Water Sellers Guild. Now are you going to buy something? Or are you wasting my time?
I don't need any water.
Welcome. How may I assist you? Of course. Wait a moment. Is this a test? Is corporate checking up on me? Are you with the Committee on Interstellar Traffic and Trade? Or did Lady Neveldine put you up to this? She told me she had another plaything. Has she given you the door code to her arson flat? Or has she not taken you there yet? Well, then you better move on. Lady Neveldine is mine. Go find your own soiled duff. That's just what I call them. Low-level noble women of questionable integrity. AKA the twice-widowed, baby out of wedlock, Samuda freaks of the Nar Familia. they'll never find a match of the proper station. But that doesn't mean they can't find love, and that's where opportunity comes knocking. They say it's impossible to become a noble, unless, of course, you're born to one. Certainly they don't marry outside their station, or do they? I have discovered there is a small subset of these unmarriable nobles. Needy spinsters I call my soiled doves, who are quite often open to matrimony with their lessers. It's the perfect quid pro quo. I provide the love, they provide the elevation to their station. And from then on, it's feasts and pleasure barges for me. You sell yourself short, friend. Why merely survive? Why settle for subsistence when you can positively thrive and master your environment? I'm glad you asked. Of course, the answer is very simple. The key to mastering your environment is Cho. Our engineers have created the most portable, adaptable, and malleable construction system in the known universe. Our designs are informed by nearly 10 millennia of planetological data, drawn from both Imperial and Old Empire sources. To begin with, our proprietary holographic construction visualizer allows users to preview building sections at full scale and in real time. It means you can custom fit your building layout to suit any terrain configuration. It means you can build anywhere. That, in combination with our Procyon 2 series Frontier modules, provides our users with every requirement of contemporary wilderness living.
Okay. That was... Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, protests of what? These two look like they're up to no good. Oh, there's an upstairs? Jeez. So what was this area? Imperial Consulate and here we go. The tax collector.
Greetings. I trust I need no introduction. Listen now to the words of Haldebor Desio. We are the musician kings and queens. Our voices cause even the mute vacuum of space to quake. From our beauteous homeworld of Chusuk, we cultivate an oasis for the arts, culture, and learning. Our history is relatively short, yet grand. Our founder, Francesco Verota, raised us from humble instrument makers to a minor house under Padishah Emperor Almarak III. We arrested the Siridar earldom of Chusuk from House Mandivold in the 9th millennium. We seized the day. We charmed destiny itself. Mistake us not for erudite peacocks. We enjoy a history of glorious military and economic accomplishment. We simply have the skill to sing it. You may tell your chums that you have met a god, for you have been in the presence of Heldebor Desio. Heresy! Is it possible, however astoundingly improbable, that you have not heard the name of the legendary Heldebor Desio? Acclaimed leggero tenor, beloved raconteur, both whispered in hushed reverence and shouted in exalted joy as the crowd begs for another encore. Come now, I am the poet laureate of the known universe. A person can be more than one thing. I myself am a multitude.
All right, let's pay these damn taxes.
Keep your distance. We can converse at arm's length. What do you want? In this terminally dull exchange, or here at the Treasury? I suppose the answer is the same to both questions. Not that it's any of your business. But it is a matter of public record. I am the 5th son of Graf Heino Flaxenrad of the Alpha Hydrae Flaxenrads. Doubtless you've heard of us. We are a prominent house minor in the Carina orbit.
Nope, did not hear.
But while it's true that I was afforded every advantage, certain expectations are placed upon the shoulders of every young scion.
Young scion.
Especially if you're not firstborn, grandnephew of the Emperor. You are still expected to find a way to serve your family before father cuts you off. And regrettably, the best appointments are long since handed out by the time it gets to son number 5. By then, all that's left is finance or, perish the thought, a commission in the House Guard. A fate worse than death. But at least I'm not a girl. Nothing is wrong with them, you cretin. But when it comes to serving your family, it is much worse to be a daughter than even a 9th or 10th son. The lucky ones are married off or shipped off to the mother house on Wallach 9. Otherwise, it's the Imperial Knitting League or a tower somewhere with a lot of cats. Besides suffering this audience with you... Oh, you really expected an answer. I am the Imperial Treasurer here in Arrakis. As such, it is my sworn duty to receive, count, and convey His Imperial Highness's right and proper incomes. There are times we're all forced to endure the unpalatable. For me, this conversation is one of those times. The simple answer is some faceless Mentat auditor will promptly notice the omission. And then it's only a matter of time before the Imperial House Bailiff is deployed to find you and enforce defrayment.
I would like to see that happen. Oh shit. Darkseed? Oh, I don't know which one's mine. Oh, fuck. I don't know which one's mine. Fuck it. Wait. Total. I paid total. Oh. Okay. I think that's Mogod's Darkseed. Okay, they're all paid up. So that's that. Let's check out what's over to the west, and then I guess we'll go back. I thought there were supposed to be trainers here, other than the Mentat. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, you sit. Come on. Oh, come on. Wow. What happened there? Oh no, the trees. Oh no, the trees. You haven't seen the Dune movies. Oh. Whoa.
Good to meet you. I see by that token that an Atreides official deems you worthy to deal with me and my wares.
Yeah. Oh. Need to be ranked 4 for a scout. And then 35,000 for a buggy variant. An Atreides still suit swatch. Oh, it's only 500. An Atreides light armor swatch. Can I see what this looks like? No? Ground vehicle swatch. Basic light set. Stronghold. The bed. Where's the bed? What happened to the bed? Oh, I need level 4. Okay. That's what I need to do. Oh, I'm gonna buy this because I don't know. I bought something from here. Yay! What's this?
You strike me as someone with something to offer the great House Wallach. I have a sense for these things. Our motto is God, Imperium, House. We enjoy a rich history as renowned conquerors. House Wallach attained its name and titles 5 millennia ago. The house's founder was a former Bursik general of the Imperial Sardaukar. To this day, scions of Wallach are sent to be trained by the Sardaukar. Avoidance of ancient history implies something quite embarrassing lurking there, like, say, the early history of House Harkonnen. There is no better place to perch and sample the intrigues of this contentious planet. My name is Vera Vogel. I proudly serve the needs of the Landsraad envoys of House Wallach here on Arrakis. I'd ask you to tell me about yourself, but I'm already learning a great deal about you as we speak. Enough to know you offer a rare sort of danger or benefit. I would like to explore the latter. Not as such, but you have a good eye. I received some training from a Bene Gesserit. House Wallach enjoys a close relationship with the Sisterhood. Many find our association with the Bene Gesserit to be mysterious.
Mysterious.
And far be it from me to spoil such mystique.
Okay, do something. Wrap my hair. It's all a mess. Okay. This is cool looking.
You were expected. Don't look so shocked. As the Duke's master of assassins, I must know the movement of every grain of sand in Arrakis. You are free to roam the city as you please. Cause no trouble, and you'll never have to acquaint yourself with the more disturbing aspects of my title.
Wow. I want to see the palace. Guess I cannot go. All right, I need to find out where our foreigners are. Let's see. Second trooper. Second level. The second level of Arrakis. Karavok. Okay, so on the second floor. Let's go to the second floor. I got the Mentat. Going for the trooper. And then after that I'll need Swordmaster and the Bene Gesserit. The Bene Gesserit. Pile of crates. What's down here? Nothing. I know I'm going downstairs. I should not be doing this. Focusing on one thing. Go back up. Jesus. All right, second floor. Pile of crates. Blonde woman, addled drug addict. Pile of crates. What the hell is this?
Salutations. What business do you have with House Motelli?
Salutations. Just like what I say.
My name is Americo Motelli, second nephew to the Count himself, Flambert Motelli. I am here to represent the interests of my uncle and great house on Landsrat business. I'll vote on behalf of my house on the decrees that best serve House Motelli and our closest friends. I wonder, are you a friend of my house?
Maybe.
Whether one seeks to buy or sell knowledge, look for the oldest gathering place on the planet, and you will find House Motelli there. House Motelli is known throughout the Imperium for collecting information and data, in much the same way other great houses collect spies. Of course, our most prized asset is the Motelli Archives Complex, the most comprehensive repository of knowledge in the known universe. Imagine a library, but on the scale of a city. Wow. Then, of course, we have the School of Diplomacy and Intergalactic Relations. More than a third of the current Landsrat body count themselves alumni of that august institution.
You see, with the cutscenes, that is not my outfit. This is a blonde woman.
Say, stranger, how about staking a broken down old trooper to a salon or two? Promise I won't spend it on Samuda. Okay, if I'm being honest, I actually will spend it on Samuda, but don't let that put you off. My life is already a pile of greasy spice shit. You can't make it any worse, I promise. What's it to you, stranger? You one of those Zen Buddhist monks come to wash the feet of the poor? 'Cause I don't let anyone touch my feet. Ask Gurney Halleck what happened last time. You ask Gurney Halleck. I'm sure the bruises have healed. I know they fixed all the windows. I don't know you well enough. Let's just say my visitor privileges to the Atreides barracks are permanently revoked. You ask a lot of questions, stranger. I'll tell you what Fenring's file says. Name, Kara Volk. Homeworld, some shithole no one's heard of. Father was a gifted woodworker, renowned in local systems until a rejected apprentice slaughtered him with a 12mm twist auger.
Oh my god.
Devastated, the young Volk hunted down her father's killer to return the auger to its rightful owner through the left eye socket. I thought stabbing him through the eye was a kindness, although the local magistrate didn't agree. Turned out the apprentice was the bastard of a minor Harkonnen noble. He gave me something better. He gave me the protection of his name, as I took the oath to serve in his house guard. My enlistment papers were adjusted to show I took the oath before my crime instead of after. A small lie, but one that would save my life. There was nothing left to do. With Father gone, my home was with my troop in the House Guard. So I did what every other fresh house recruit did. Kill the enemy, drink beer, and see the universe. That's another story, and I'm in no mood to tell it. Well, what do you think it is? You ever eat spiced Hadari buns? Or pretty much any Brabant cuisine. Slig rolls with that spiced hot sauce. Come on. If you've ever eaten from a food cart in the Grand Suk, you've had grab and cooking. And if you haven't, you're missing out. Those grab and Jetta sling hash like nobody's business. But spice is in every kind of cuisine. And the fact is, as much melange as we consume in a day, the digestive system can only absorb so much. The rest becomes... And if melange is the most valuable substance in the known universe, you think a little fecal matter is going to dissuade the bottom feeders from scooping that shit up? Literally? Spoken like someone who's never spent time in the gutter. Some days it is, and some days it isn't. Some days I like to wake up and play a little game called, Am I Going to Die Today? It's a fun little thing I do with a Mala pistol, but I guess I haven't won yet. I'm still here. Not like a bullet, but I've failed at every other important job in my life. Why should my death be any different? You don't know the half of it. But for now, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Know what I'm saying? That's precisely what I'm saying. So how about it? Ooh, face down in a Samuda haze. Now you're speaking my love language. You ask too much, stranger. I've spent the last years ridding my life of obligation. I sure as shit don't need to take on any more. And nothing personal, but you don't look like you got what it takes. I know a soldier when I see one, and you ain't it. Yeah? Well, I make soldiers, not killers. And they're not the same thing. Huh. You're not going to stop harassing me until I do, are you? How do I even know you're worth my time? Face down in the gutter. I'm still the best damn combat instructor sucking air on this planet. No, don't answer. That's not the kind of question you answer with words. You answer with results. All right then, Boot. You want a mission? I'll give you a mission. I need you to find a slaver camp in the Haga Basin. Nothing special, just your run-of-the-mill flesh peddlers. These particular slavers are said to possess a technology I'm looking for, called servo-stim transmitters. I want you to kill all the slavers and take their stuff. You keep everything but the transmitters. Those you bring to me. Pull that off, Boot, and I'll teach you not to look like such a boot. A boot is an untrained or raw recruit fresh out of boot camp. You have one stupid question, Boot, and that was it. The answer is yes, I will train you. If you complete the missions I set forth. Decide now if you're in or out. I'm in, Sergeant, is the correct response. The details are in the contract, Boot.
Okay, next. Where is the Bene Gesserit? Oh, Swordmaster. Looking up IGN. It's in Harko Village. I'm assuming the Bene Gesserit's also in Harko Village. So... think there was 2 for 2. 2 on each, I would assume. Yep, Hardcore Village. Okay. Right, because Mentat's here. Troopers here. And then the Swordmaster and the Bene Gesserit are at Hardcore Village. What about Advanced Planetologist? Maybe I'll do that some other time. All right, so let's get out of here, travel to Hardcore Village. West, gotta go east. Paid my taxes. How do I get down there? Paid my taxes. Visited Arrakis. I gotta do more missions to unlock more ranks. But for the time being, I want to start the other quests for skills. So I need to visit Hardcore Village. What time is it? 4:39? I have 1 hour. And I gotta bounce off. Yes. Neat. So what happens if you run out of fuel? Okay, that's as far as that goes. This is weird. This is not sure I like this. I thought, okay, so here's the deep desert. Ah, okay. Where's the other place? Oh my god. Here it is. Nope, that's Saga Basin. This is so stupid. It's as far as you can zoom out, huh? That is so dumb. They need to fix this. This is just dumb. There's Saga Basin. Here. Actually, I'll go to the fuel. Where's the fuel at? Here. So if you're on the controller, you can scroll to some kind of area, and you can hit A, and it will, like a strategy game, make your ornithopter travel there. See? Okay, and now I'm going to load in, and then I will be right back. Ah. Very nice. I will be right back. All right, sorry. Beast's Bend in Harko Village. The weapons merchant. All right. Let's take a look here. And nothing's unlocked. So this kind of looks like my kind of place. Yeah, maybe not. Are you hearing the screams? It's crazy. Oh, wow. Monstrous. Weapons merchant. Let's see if it's up here.
Welcome, stranger. If you come seeking treatment, I have all manner of locally sourced natural remedies for whatever ails you. What is there to tell? I am a simple herbalist, plying my trade in a troubled world. Well, whoever told you that is mistaken. While I do offer healing services, they are of a simple naturopathic variety.
That's a house. Not talk to them right now. This is the Imperial Consulate.
Only House Atreides possesses the strength and foresight to safeguard our prosperity. Obey without question, for doubt is the path.
Home exchange. That is the weapon vendor. The hell? Okay, hang on. Ilias Gate. Okay. Where's the weapons merchant? Oh, right in fucking front of me.
And what are you supposed to be? I am the one asking the questions.
I trade then an answer for an answer.
A trade implies an exchange of equal value. Show me yours, and I may show you mine. Let us start with who you are. A harrowing account, I'll give you that, but you withhold the meat of it. And I suspect you meddle with more potent forces than you understand. Be gone. So you have. Perhaps you possess a hidden dimension I failed to recognize. Not so fast. You ask me to give you the benefit of a lifetime's work. Multiple lifetimes, in fact. If you wish that knowledge, you must prove your worth, and then prove it again. I have a task for you. I've come to Arrakis in pursuit of research critical to a theory I am trying to prove. A theory I will prove. It's far too complex to explain. Suffice it to say, it involves the study of bloodlines, specifically the bloodlines of the early Fremen. Many have been pillaged and destroyed, but not all. The Sisterhood has been studying Fremen culture and genealogy for many thousands of years. That is how I know the Equan Bedouin encoded important ancestral data within their holy writings. I need you to seek out old Fremen religious sites and recover what you can.
I would never call the Fremen savages. Okay, so where? Swordmaster. The Swordmaster is up to the north. Be right there. Beast's Bend. Huh.
I don't recognize the pattern of your footfalls. Who are you? You find me felled by the slings and arrows of calamity, yet the universe will not let me die. I abide. I always abide. If now, I am a walking mausoleum to his name. That is who I was, in the days of honorable duels, shining steel, and laughter. As I crawl through the sand and shit of Harko, high ideals fade. Betrayal upon betrayal made me, as you see. My enemies stripped everything from me, though they will not let me die. I do not My trust in others is as mutilated as my body. The details of my betrayal are of no concern to you. More than mere blade slingers, a swordmaster is a force unto themselves. They can repair force shields, plan military campaigns, and improvise weapons. A swordmaster is a thread to a grand tapestry, an ancient tradition, a celebration of human excellence, defying mediocrity and thinking machines. If there is romance in our image, it is not the glorification of violence, but the celebration of humanity in the face of the cold void. If warfare is ever completely reduced to the pressing of a single dread button, then the Butlerian Jihad was for naught. The great houses employ both House Atomics and Ginar's swordmasters, for they see our value. From our homeworld on Ginars, we trace our roots all the way back into the long ago, fighting the thinking machines in the Butlerian Jihad. My house fell, defeated by House Moritani in the War of Assassins. I would be saddened if the same fate befell House Atreides. As you wish. You're in dubious luck, then. I am an adept of the Ginaz school, millennia of martial knowledge distilled down to the broken form before you. Though I'm but a mangled memory of Saren Valen, a memory is enough to thrash you. Keep your distance. Seems there's an old custom on this cruel planet to cast the blind out among the dunes for burial by way of worm belly. Several curs accosted me to uphold that tradition. I scribed regret upon their flesh in so bold a signature as they won't soon forget. On guard. Really? Oh, that puts a smile on my bitter mouth and earns my kind regards, stranger. Whether you are worthy or not, my days of training are long gone. Still, there's something you could do for me, and maybe we can reach an accord. In a recent scrape, I gave as good as I got. But the knaves made off with the last possession that is important to me. The hilt of my old Ginaz sword. Find out who did this, and I would find myself obliged to you. Off you go, then.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. I think I can go north. Yep. That's not even my ornithopter. Alrighty, let's go back to Haga Base. See, this is dumb. That is not cool. Where did you spawn me at? That is so not cool. gotta go here. I am going to talk to the planetologist guy. Apparently he's back over there. You have to talk to him. Another spice bloom. There he is.
I've been thinking about Kynes and the testing stations. This focus on changing Arrakis. There used to be a dream on this planet that it could be something more. I think that is why Kynes sent me that letter. I'm an uncommonly good botanist. I'm not boasting. It's why I ended up on Kytane in the first place. And why else would Kynes want me? There are dozens of better options in the field of planetology. That's the thing. I just don't know. But there might be a way to find out, if you'll help me with another task. I need you to deliver a report of my progress to my superior, Cyprian Io. And while you're there, I need you to convince him to give me access to Kynes' research, which he would have inherited as planetologist for Arrakis. He's a product of the Regis Familia, with everything that entails. A good family, a strong bloodline, and wealth beyond imagining. But that has made him spoiled, lazy, and incompetent. I doubt he understands more than the basic fundamentals of planetology. Yet, here we are. Be careful. While Arrakeen is under the guild peace, I don't doubt that he holds petty grudges. Just deliver the report, make the request, and leave. Here, take these Shigawire reels. They contain the details of my audit thus far. As for Cyprian Io, I suspect he'll still be in Arrakeen. He was holding court at the Seleucid Bull, an officer's bar, when I last saw him. Look for him there. I remember. I've spent so much of my recent life as a scholar that I'd forgotten what it was like to get my hands dirty in the field. For the older generations, yes, field research was a major component, really understanding the planet, you know? A myriad of ecosystems. It's why Pardo Kynes was such an inspiration. A man who walked the walk, lived amongst the Fremen. I wish I could have met him. Or his child, Liet Kynes. I wonder... No. Let's just focus on your training. I left my life at the Academy to come here and help the Kynes. I feel like, even with both of them gone, I could do more. Never mind. Then pay attention. A planet is merely an expression of energy, a machine being driven by its sun. Relationships within relationships. There. I hope some of this will be of use to you. You remain a suspiciously apt pupil.
All right, I unlocked some more. Yes, I did. Why did I learn that? I don't even have that. Whoa. This is all that I want. About 15 more minutes, so I guess I will head back. Oh great, here comes a fucking storm. Will I make it in time? Nope, that is not my house. That is my house.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh god. Oh god. Get out of there. Woo. Jeez Louise. That was close. That was really close. that storm. So, wanted to say that I will stream tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna take that time tomorrow to make a video. So I may not stream tomorrow, but I'll stream the next day. That's my cue. It's 5:20. I'm gonna have to jump off it, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So probably not gonna stream tomorrow, and if I do, it'll be very short. But if I don't, I will see you guys. What's tomorrow? Friday? I'll see you guys maybe Saturday then. Where did I put my stuff at? Why it's in there. It's my favorite outfit. Should have wore this the whole time when I went to Arrakis. Alright, well. That will do it for today's stream. I hope anyone who's still with us enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more. See you on the next one. Hopefully the next, the next day, not tomorrow, but the day next. All right. Be la kaifa. Bye, Nick.